What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color, another Criterion announcement video. We just got the email from Criterion. They've announced their October Criterion titles. I brought in John, this guy,
Hey guys.
again, to do our little Criterion announcement game that we don't have a name for it yet.
Nope.
I'm just calling it that. We'll work on it. Maybe let us know in the comments what we should call this. Just like last month when we talked about September titles, I'm going to see if John here can guess all of the upcoming titles based purely on description, synopsis, maybe the year, maybe the director if you need it. We're also just going to be discussing the films together and talking about them. And some of these I'm actually really excited about.
Well,
I have taken a look. You're not allowed to look yet.
Hopefully I know what they are. I mean, I've heard of the movies
Yeah.
and can talk about them.
Hopefully.
Maybe not.
I've looked at them. I looked at the clips that they have on the site. I read through the descriptions. They sound pretty interesting. So I'm excited to talk to you about it. But you, sir, are a published author for TCM.
That's true.
A longtime cinephile and just all-around old guy who has been at this for a long time and has lots of film knowledge. So you should be able
I think that's a compliment.
to guess these titles. I mean, you did really well last month, surprisingly well. You have a little bit of an edge because you know they're going to kind of be on theme.
Probably Halloween-y,
Maybe.
right?
They usually,
Halloween-ish,
Criterion
a little
usually
scary.
does do that. Maybe not every title, but
Okay.
they try to keep it in there. I'm going to pull these up just like I do on a live stream. I'm going to pull them up on the screen for you guys to see. You're going to spin around. Make sure
Literally?
there's no peek. Yeah, spin around. Here we go. We're going on the first one here.
All right.
Got it up here on the screen. Boom. There we are. Number one, coming out October 8th, 2024. Our first contestant here, John Malahai.
When do I get to spin around and actually see people?
When you get it correct.
All right.
When you get it correct. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the synopsis here first. Terror lives in the shadows in a pair of mesmerizingly moody horror milestones conjured from the imagination of... Okay, I'm going to skip over that. So this is a double feature. A visionary producer-auteur who turned our fears of the unseen and the unknown into haunting excursions into existential dread.
What?
As head of RKO's B-horror movie unit during the 1940s...
Oh, is this Val Lewton?
Oh, Val Lewton. Okay, he's
Okay.
figured out the director.
It's
now,
a pair. Is it like
a pair of
Cat
his two
People
films.
and the other one?
Well, Cat People's already in the collection, I believe.
Oh, you're right.
So there wouldn't be that. But,
You should have me in front of the Criterion section so I can
So you
cheat.
can
So I can
cheat?
remember what they have out already.
well, I promise I don't have this on the shelf yet because it's not out till October. But,
Okay.
suffused with ritual, mysticism, and the occult,
Is it like I Walked with a Zombie?
the poetically hypnotic I Walked with a Zombie.
Ah, that's a good one.
That's
Can
the
I turn
first
around?
one.
Oh, wait, no.
Nope. And the
There's one more.
second one, the shockingly subversive Blank, and they are both still tantalizing dreams of death that dare to embrace the darkness. So you don't have a lot to go on for the second
The
one.
other one is...
1943, both from 1943.
Okay.
I don't know if he directed them, maybe just produced them. He's just producing, but the directors are Jacques Tourneur,
Yeah.
which is the first one, and the second director is Mark Robson.
He made some studio stuff later on.
What do you think of this one? I'll give you a clue just based on my own reaction to the trailer and the scene that I watched in the screenshots. It's very noirish, this one. It looks kind of like a noir movie, but I guess it leans into horror later on in the film.
It's
tough.
not the black something.
It's not black. It is the something. We might just have to give it to him.
I think I might just give up.
It is the seventh
The seventh
victim.
Victim.
The seventh victim. Look at that. It looks beautiful. Look at the lighting. That was the scene from Seventh Veil. She's just kind of running around. There's this guy like chasing her. Looks great.
So I haven't seen this one. Walk with a
There
Zombie
you
is
go.
great.
You've seen Walk with a Zombie. Striking visuals in that one. That was
Mm-hmm.
the scene from Walk from a Zombie. Highly recommend you guys check out the scenes and screenshots on the site, criterion.com. But yeah, this looks really cool. I was actually very interested in this. This is my era. I love 30s, 40s stuff. We've been watching a lot of noir stuff, and I love watching, this kind of stuff around spooky season. October, perfect.
He was great. He's an interesting example of like auteur producer because
Got
it
his
seems
hands
like
and everything.
yeah, and he had directors that were obviously skilled and they knew what they were doing, but he had a vision that kind of overrode a lot of the other sort of variables. The fact that he was able to do this stuff for like kind of low budgets, kind of under the radar, but
They look
it's a
good.
guy.
They actually look artistic. They don't just look like
Yeah.
B movies, Audio commentary on both films. I'm actually very excited about this. I'm going to be picking this one up. when it comes out. Maybe in November.
And that's a perfect like October month.
I know, that's how they get you. It's like you don't want to wait till the sale because you want to watch it in October.
Yeah. So I get like 1/2 point for that?
Half point. I'll give you half point. Ding, 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 ding. There's a few other featurettes on there and some interviews, but it looks like an overall good release. All right, back around.
Spinning.
Back around number 2 here. Let me know if you got that one at home. 1979.
Is this like, okay.
79.
This isn't 20 questions, so. Go ahead.
Get out of here. You don't get anyone. I control the information you get. This is a Japanese new wave renegade
Oh, I'm not going to know this.
blank, which is the director.
Okay.
This is a weak spot for John. Japan's a weak spot. This director transformed. I could probably just give you the
You said
director.
79?
79.
It's not like Suzuki or somebody.
It is not.
Okay.
Can I just give you the name? That's not probably not going to help
give me
you.
the name.
That's probably not going to help you. Japanese new wave renegade Masahiro Shinoda transforms
He has something else in the collection.
Oh, good. Okay, so this will help. Classic kabuki tale with his own extravagant visual style in this dimension-shattering folk horror fantasia.
Ooh, that's your thing.
I know. I'm so excited about this one.
Have you already pre-ordered it?
No, but I'm getting this one as well. When a lone traveler stumbles upon a remote, drought-stricken village, he finds himself engulfed in a whirlpool of myth, mystery, and magic. In a nearby pond resides spirits who hold the fate of the town's inhabitants. And there's a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to help you.
No, none of that helps, but it really sounds interesting.
It's got a synth score, a Tomida's synth score.
Oh, Tomita. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
He's a good electronic musician, composer guy.
And then it says, blends theatrical artifice with cinematic surrealism for an aquatic, apocalyptic fable of human love and folly caught in the current of nature's wrath. Am I going to have to give this one to you?
That's a great description.
It's beautifully written. Can't wait to see this one. Very excited.
Yeah, give it to me.
I'm just going to throw it to you. Spin it around. Demon Pond! How cool does this look?
Oh, that's a great cover.
Love the cover. Love the description. Sounds like right up my alley. Connor messaged me earlier and was like, this sounds perfect for you. I'm very excited about this. This reminds me of a couple things that I have that are already in the collection. First one here is a Ballad of Narayama, also told in this kind of kabuki style, where it's all like on this big elaborate outdoor-looking set. Every time the scene ends, like the lights go off, and then it the camera spins, and it immediately starts the next scene. It's really cool how it's done.
That's cool.
It's like mimicking how it would be done on stage. The sets are beautiful and elaborate and colorful. I'll let you look at this booklet here. Look at that.
Is it a fall movie?
Well, yes, actually, because winter plays a very important role. Like the first day of winter is like very important. But look at this. You got this look, that's a set. You got mountain, like the landscapes painted all in the background and stuff. I love this. This looks very similar. If you look at the scene that they show you, because it looks amazing. It's got like these creepy, like everyone's got masks and they're just like drifting around like slow motion, and it's got that ambient score that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. This looks beautiful. Another thing this reminded me of, especially the scene that they show, the Yokai Monster Collection. Have you seen any of these?
I don't think so.
This is from Arrow Video.
What era is that?
Wonderful collection. Well, the first 3 are from 60s, I believe.
Okay.
Then they came back in like the 2000s and made like a new one that's called The Great Yokai War. But the first 3, very similar to this. They go full into like Japanese folklore and like all these monsters and myths from Japanese folklore, and they've got like this goofy, like a little bit of Godzilla, like
some of the
tokusatsu stuff, like later on that we took for like Power Rangers and all that stuff.
Like before they rebooted Godzilla. Like when it got...
But it's not giant monsters. It's just like little goofy guys. Like there's one guy that's like an umbrella. It's super weird, super quirky, a lot of fun. I recommend this set. I'm sure this is going to take itself more seriously.
Well, are they a little stagey? Because it's talking about like, theatrical. Didn't they mention that description?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what this reminds me of. Not as much as this. This looks kind of almost like a Tales of Hoffman set up to look very theatrical and stagey. But I'm sure it takes itself a little more seriously than these. These are fun, but they are kind of self-aware, especially the second one is super self-aware.
That's fun.
But I'm super excited about this one. Both of these so far, I'm going to be picking up eventually. I'm not sure when. All right, so you know what that means. You got to spin back around. We've got 2 more titles to get through. Only 4 to go through this time because that one was a double feature, I guess. So they're only doing 4 this time.
All right. So I have a half point.
You have half point. You did know a little bit about that one. So
maybe a full point.
I'll give you 0.25 for being familiar with the director, I guess.
Okay, all right.
All right, this next one is a big one. I'm sure you're going to get this one, so strap in. One of the masters of early German cinema, blank, and perhaps none of his female stars shone brighter than Kansas native and one-time Ziegfeld girl.
Wait, don't tell me.
blank,
Okay.
whose legendary persona was defined by the director's lurid, controversial melodrama.
That sounds like Pandora's box.
Hey, he's already
Is that
got
it?
it. He's already got it. Yes,
Oh,
that's
spin
it.
around,
That's
spin around.
it. There it is.
Is this a
Look
4K?
at this. Beautiful.
Oh, just a Blu-ray.
Just a Blu-ray. That's a
Oh.
little bit of a bummer, but I won't be picking this one up this time because I actually have the beautiful hard slip box from Eureka that they put out earlier this year, which I should have...
Probably the same transfer.
Exactly. And this happens. They all get the rights at the same time, and then they all put one out. But this set is beautiful. I love this. It is cool that Criterion is doing a lovely digipack release for this one.
It's a beautiful, yeah, the packaging's great.
Packaging's
the
great.
Design.
So I would have loved to have this, but I'm also very happy with the Eureka version as well. But maybe you can pick this one up. Have you seen this film?
I've seen bits and pieces.
Okay.
It's one of those where like these clips of Lise Brooks float around, but I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's kind of like, well, one of the main reasons to see it. She's super magnetic and just kind of steals the show.
I have a poster of her from this movie
Oh, really?
at home. It was the image they used for an exhibition on like German Weimar cinema. Like they had all these props and displays and
Well, what a
costumes and
what
all
a
that stuff.
coincidence there. Look at you.
So that image of her is very iconic.
Yeah, her whole look.
Yeah.
There was like a trailer down here at the bottom on the site, and one of the quotes was like, if there was ever an actor that was meant to be seen in black and white, it was Lise Brooks.
Yeah.
Because she looks iconic, and she's amazing. And this film, surprisingly modern, like especially with like the sexual relation, like the whole perspective on open relations. It's very, very, I was surprised that it's a silent film. Like it's crazy ahead of its time.
Well, yeah, and Germany at that period was really kind of pushing the limits too, and I mean artistically as well. I mean they had some incredible stuff. He and Pabst and Fritz Lang and others were now, and I mean it's incredible like movement.
This is great. I want Criterion to put out more of this stuff. They don't do enough of this stuff for my taste. I want them to do more silent stuff, just classic stuff like this.
Well, now I have no excuse not to watch it. So
yeah,
just in October, I'll come back over and watch it.
Sure. Well, I mean, we can
week.
watch it right now. I have this one. Very, very exciting for people who've been waiting for that to come back into print. I know it was just
cool.
a DVD for a long time, I think. I don't think they had a Blu-ray until Eureka put this one out. So there we go. We've got Pandora's box, and we've got one more here. So give you the old spin of the wheel.
Spinaroo.
And we need like an actual like Price is Right wheel sound.
We do.
All kinds of stuff. All right, for those of you playing at home, don't look at the screen. You got to play on the honor system and close your eyes as well, because I'm about to pull it up. Here it is, and it's their debut feature.
Oh.
An audacious lyrical evocation of America's rural underbelly, an elegy in the Southern Gothic tradition of William Faulkner and William Eggleston. Shot in the director's native...
Is it a more modern film?
Yes. Should I go ahead and give you the year, or you want to hold off on that?
No, hold off.
Okay, so shot in the director's native Nashville, standing in for the tornado-ravaged Xenia, Ohio. The rough-hewn film follows two young friends as they ride around town, huffing glue and hunting stray cats. Their every local encounter charged with vaudevillian anarchy as well as deep pathos. At once transgressive and empathetic, disturbing and undeniably beautiful, this film is a one-of-a-kind portrait of angelic and devilish souls caught in a cultural void circumscribed by poverty and the depleted, alienated spiritual life of late 20th century America. So,
oh my God.
late 20th century, I'll give you the decade.
It's a tornado-ravaged town.
Yes, we're in the
That's
90s.
Okay.
We're in the 90s, late 90s.
All right.
Controversial director, puts a lot of shocking things in his film, specifically around children, which gives a lot of people a hard time trying to watch his stuff.
That sounds like Todd Solondz.
No. Close, maybe. I mean, maybe
Who else?
in the
Who
same
else is-
ballpark.
Okay.
I can go ahead and give you the director.
Yeah, give me the
See
director.
if you're familiar with the director. Or I could give you another movie he's done. Are you familiar with Kids?
Yeah, Larry Clark?
Harmony
Oh, Harmony Korine.
Korine, there
Oh,
you
who
go.
wrote Kids. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yes, I threw you off there. But yes, so but similar vibes as Kids. That's
Okay.
what I was trying to push you in that direction.
Right.
I don't know if you're going to be familiar with this. This is his debut feature.
Oh, I mean, I've probably heard of this.
1997. It's just a one-word title.
Okay,
It's
hold
not
on.
even really a word. It's just kind of like a name. I don't know what it means.
Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna spin around.
All right, time's up. It is Gummo.
Oh, Gummo! Okay.
So you are familiar with it.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay, this one looks like a wild ride. I
People
watched
like this.
the scene here on Criterion, and then I also watched the trailer because the scene doesn't give you much. It looks interesting. It looks like a lot. I am intrigued. I'm actually intrigued by the description on the site, but I don't know if I'm going to get into this filmmaker's style or not. But there you go. You've got a conversation between the director and Werner Herzog, a new interview with the director, and a couple other little features there. So not a bad release. I'm sure people are excited. People are big fans of that director. Him finally joining the collection. That's his first, right? I don't think they have any of his other
Ooh, I
movies.
don't think so.
Fingers crossed for Spring Breakers joining the collection soon.
That's his stuff. Rubs me the wrong way a little bit stylistically.
I feel like it
So-
probably would to me as well, but I don't know if that's just my puritanical upbringing or if he is. I think that's his.
Oh, the subject
goal.
matter is a whole different conversation.
Yeah, you're just talking about visually.
So.
But yeah, I think that's the point for a lot of his stuff. Like he really likes to push the boundaries. I would like to give it a try. I don't know if that's going to be for me, but I have a strong feeling that the other three, I know this one's for me because I love this one a lot, and the other two seem perfect. I can't wait for those to come out.
So which ones are 4K?
Great question. See, this is why you're here. The 4Ks are the first two, the two that I'm going to be picking up.
Ah, okay.
And Gummo, excuse
Gummo.
me. So yeah, they're pretty much across the board 4K. I don't know. I think there was like something about Pandora, because this is a Blu-ray too. I don't know if they just couldn't do a 4K on that one, but all the rest are 4K combo packs, which is great. I can't wait to watch Demon Pond in luscious 4K. It's going to look beautiful. And I'm really excited about that double feature too. I wish Criterion did that more. Is that the first time they've ever done like a
They've had
specifically
things-
double feature? Like sometimes they have another film on there. They have a few of those, which they don't even advertise. It's just like a supplement. But this is cool. It's just like, it's literally the cover split.
They've
two
done it
films.
before where like the same kind of movie is on the disc. So there was one called The Lower Depth that is Genre Noir did one in French, and then Akira Kurosawa did one, and they're both
Yeah.
on the disc together. That one's out of print now, I think.
And
but
there's the killing something, something like that.
The Killers.
The Killers has like both versions on there as well,
Yes.
which is cool. But this is, I love this. I love that they just did like the split screen and they just put them both on there. Maybe it would have been cooler if they had kind of like incorporated the artwork together instead of like that.
It kind of looks like one of those
2-pack look. That's a little weird. But yeah, I'm excited to check both of those out, and I'm really looking forward to Demon Pond.
It's because they're so different. You know, it's completely divided in half.
You did pretty well for as obscure as some of these were. I think two for 4 is pretty good.
I mean, I've heard of Gummo.
Yeah, you maybe could have got there if you.
I hadn't heard of Demon Pond, but the director, sure.
I'm surprised you pulled I Walked with a Zombie out. That's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, you can feel good about this.
And you've seen
performance.
Pandora's Box, so
Have
you did
seen
pretty well
Pandora's
yourself.
But no, yeah, this is fun. People seem to enjoy this last time, so we thought we'd try it again. And it looks like a good slew of films for October. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to let us know in the comments which ones you are most excited about and give your insight and your feedback on these films, because you guys all have a really good knowledge base as well, and I learn a lot from you guys down there. Love the little community that we've been building, and we will have lots more Criterion content coming out this month. We actually already shot another Criterion Haul video, and it is being edited right now. It's almost done. It should be up within the next couple days.
Okay.
So guys, that is all for this video. Until next time, keep collecting, and we'll be back with another one real soon.